Okay. You guys ready?
Sir,
That nervous?
Un poquito.
A little bit. First time doing this.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Benny from Flores Bullies, and we got another episode for you guys today. This is Flores Bullies, the podcast, y hoy tengo unos super invitados. I can't really say that I know them too much because I literally just ran into their page and immediately I became a fan of their content. And we are here with our boys from Mendez, is it Bulldogs?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Bulldogs.
Miles said Bullies, and I knew he was fucking up, and I was like, it's Bullies. No, man, it's Mendez Bullies. But boys from Mendez Bulldogs, pues bienvenidos al podcast, man. How y'all doing?
Muchas gracias. We're doing good, and I would like to thank you for giving us the opportunity for this. Something
sure.
new, but appreciate it, right?
Yeah, super excited. Thank you.
Awesome. So, what's the names? ¿Cuáles son los nombres de los que están enfrente de Mendez Bulldogs?
Well, my name is Milton.
My name is Eric.
¿Y cuánto tiempo llevan haciendo ya esto de los bullies, bro?
Honestly, we started from the bottom, we actually started breeding pit bulls back in 2017. That's when we got our first male and female, regular pit bulls, right?
Yeah.
And then from there, that was in 2017. And then in 2018, that's when we got our first litter, the pit bulls.
Yeah.
And and it was crazy because, it was like 6 puppies, I believe. And we gave one to our friend. And then we sold 5. And, it was like, to be honest, we sold them on Craigslist. I didn't have an Instagram page.
That's how it was back in the day.
Yeah, that's how it was. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We started from the bottom. It's like, it's like we have this in our blood, since we were little. We love dogs. For some reasons, we couldn't have dogs back in New York. Mm-hmm. But as soon as we moved over here, like I said, we looked for dogs, right?
Yeah,
on Craigslist.
Yeah.
And we got a male and female, and we worked something out. And then from that litter in 2018, no lie, we barely made about $1,000, of 5 puppies,
happens,
But that's how we started. I'm not ashamed to tell people my story, because that's how we started. We're really thankful to where we at right now and everything. And then in 2018, after we had that litter, towards the end of the year, that's when me and my brother started talking and say, hey, we found out about UKC registered dogs. I'm like, yo, why not, So we got a male and a female. And it was towards the end of the year, so that female was ready in 2020,
And what kind of dog was that one?
It was like a standard bully, right?
Yeah, a standard bully.
The male was kind of pocket size,
like a
right?
pocket bully.
A pocket size. So, so we were excited, that was something new, selling dogs, when with UKC registered and everything. And then in 2020, that's when we had that litter. It was Bella and Blue, right?
Yeah,
Bella and Blue. It was 6 dogs. And then my brother, because time passed, so I was not I didn't even think Craigslist exists during that time anymore.
Yeah, that shit
So
died
my
off.
brother was like, yo, you got to step up. How you going to sell the dogs? And the dogs were 5 days old already. I'm like, yo, bro, take it easy, and everything, And then that's when I created my dog page. Mendez Bulldogs ATL. That's when we started. And the plan was to keep the first pick female, how it goes and everything. And then once people started following me from English Bulldog breeders, and I started following them back, and I saw the puppies, and I fell in love. And to be honest, I always liked English Bulldogs since I was little. And then I made up my mind, to be honest. I was like, I'm going to sell my first pick female, try to get some more money, and just buy the English Bulldog. And that's exactly what I did. I still remember, it was June 18, 2020. I called this guy, the breeder. He had the English Bulldog puppy that I fell in love with. I hit him up, and I was like, bro, if you still have her, I'm on my way. And I was at work that day. I even called you, remember?
Yeah.
I was at work that day, and I was so excited. I even told me, yo, send me the contract and tell me how much the deposit I have to send you, to secure my puppy. Because, I know how it goes. If you want to reserve a puppy, you got to put a deposit down, type thing. And the guy was like, nah, man, I already spoke to you on the phone. I believe you're coming. And that's what I did. I went home, got my other car, and drove all the way to Wisconsin from Georgia.
Shit, that's a drive. How many hours is that?
It was about a 12-hour drive. And no lie, maybe since I was so excited, I stopped for gas. You made
that shit a 9?
I tried my best, but what I'm trying to tell you is this. When I was on my way, I stopped just for gas and coffee and food, but I didn't go to sleep. And I left from here. Maybe it was, I called you like around 5 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you drove overnight?
Yeah,
No, I
overnight.
can't do that.
So I got there like around 10, 11. I got to the guy's house. I saw the puppy. I saw that. I fell in love. And I was not feeling good, but on the way back, we stopped with the puppy, and we took a little break. And once I got here, I was like so excited with that little puppy. That's actually Luna, the chocolate tri that you saw. That was my very first English Bulldog female.
She's nice, bro.
Yeah,
She's like solid. The colors, está chingón. Like, that's really dope. And then now she has a little daughter, right?
Yeah, you saw her. She's a little twin. But in a mini version, though.
Right.
Yeah, she's a lot smaller than her mom.
Damn, bro, that's awesome. ¿Y cómo ha sido trabajar esto de los perros as brothers, bro? Because I can relate because, I got my brother, and we don't always see eye to eye whenever it comes to like the dogs or que trabajo, que tocaba hacer esto, que tocaba hacer otro. Have you guys ever had any of that? Que choquen cabezas con lo de los perros?
Not really. Somos, desde pequeños siempre hemos sido, like very close. So siempre tratamos, like, we always on the phone, like, con ideas nuevas, and, nos llevamos muy bien, so, yeah.
So it's always been just easy cruising.
Yeah, we tried our best. Like, we have different ideas and everything like that. But, like, he trusts me a lot with my vision. So, but I told him anytime, something pops up, let me know, work it out, stuff like that. It's like we work together, because I do believe, like, teamwork makes the dream work.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because it's hard to do this by yourself.
Yeah,
very hard.
Like,
we have other 2 brothers too who helped us. Like,
well, one of them's the one behind camera, right?
Yeah, that's right. He helps me a lot. Like I told you, like, I wouldn't lie to people until I do it by myself. It's like there's no way. I even have my 2 kids, 9 and 10 years old, helping me taking out feed them. Like, it's like you gotta help each other, to make it happen.
So what would you say to people that, like, there's a lot of people out there, and I feel like, especially after like around 2019, 2020, okay, everybody just decided one day to start selling dogs, to start breeding dogs, right? And I feel like a lot of them died off after their first litter because they didn't expect the work that comes in. So what would you say to like the people that are watching that are probably like, I was Mendez Pudo, fuck it, I'm gonna buy a male and a female and start breeding too?
I mean, what I could tell everybody is like, nothing's easy in life, This is a regular business, just like any other business. It requires a lot of time, a lot of patience, and a lot of money too. It's like you got to give up your own life kind of in a way, like, no vacations, for a certain time until, you get on your feet and stuff like that. It's like, it's not easy. Like, if you're trying to breed dogs, that's cool, but please do your homework first and like, make sure you know exactly what you're getting into, because once that litter drops, like, you got to wake up every 2 hours. It's like you have no life. But, that's the thing about me that I actually enjoy doing this. I love my puppies. Like, I would never wake up at 4 or 3 in the morning, like, with a grumpy face and stuff like that. I actually get excited to see my puppies, feed them, that type of stuff. So, like, that's one thing that I would tell people, too. Like, if you want to do this, that's cool, but make sure you do it for the love of the dogs, not just for the money, because that's one thing that sucks. You could do any job out there, but if you're just doing it just for the money, it's like, you're not going to enjoy what you're doing. It's not worth it,
Yeah, no, and I think también se ven, like, los resultados whenever somebody does it just for money or just for, like, the love of the dogs,
Yeah.
Like, I've met a lot of people that hit me up and they're like, man, like, I lost some puppies. And I'm like, what happened? Oh, well, I just left them with the mom overnight and I woke up and 3 of them were dead. And I'm like, well, yeah, like, because the mom can squish the puppies, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy to wake up every 2 hours and take care of it. And so I definitely think that's a big difference between breeders that stay for a while and then breeders that just do it for a litter or 2 and then
just for a little bit.
And then just get out, because definitivamente es un chingo de trabajo.
It is, like I told, there's a lot of money too you have to invest. Once we're getting ready for Luna's first litter to drop, like, you remember all the stuff that we bought the incubator, we bought the oxygen too, like, we bought a whole bunch of stuff, stuff that you might not need, but you have to have it just in case. But an incubator, that's that's a no-brainer. You need it for sure. It's like we bought a lot of stuff, like, before our first litter drop, and like I said, it's a lot of money you need to invest. And you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because I feel like you can also lose a lot of money quick with the dogs. Like, I know a lot of people who, tienen la perra embarazada, everything's good. They invested into the stud, the AI and everything, and all of a sudden the female passes con todo y puppies. Boom, everything's gone. And I feel like if you're not prepared to lose money like that, tampoco ni te metas.
Yeah, that's true, man. Because like anything can happen, anything can happen. It's like, they might tell you, at an ultrasound, you're expecting 5-7 puppies, by the time comes, C-section is, you know, you only get one puppy. You know? It's like stuff like that happen, and it's like you got to be ready for that kind of stuff. And we ready, you know. It's like we ain't tripping if that thing happens. You know, it's like we ready to.
Están mentalizados, right? Like anything can happen. Yeah, I remember the first time I had a dog that had a C-section. I was so fucking nervous, man. I was like, every puppy that came out, I was like, let me see it. Like, I want to make sure that it's okay. Like, I was scared that something's gonna happen. You see, after a while, I kind of like, you gotta face reality that, you know, you might get like a water baby. You might get a puppy that just doesn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens.
And it's really sad, man.
Yeah, it sucks more when like they're born and then like a la semana, 2 semanas, like boom.
Yeah, because that actually happened to me right now. My last litter with Luna, you know, it's like I brought home like 4 puppies and 3 of them didn't make it.
Yeah,
only one made it. It was so sad because one died like 2 weeks later, and then the other one like a few days after. It was like, you know, because you get attached to them, you know. It's like
because like you see them like since they're like little babies, you know.
And the thing is, like, you know, the male, he was perfectly fine from my, you know, it looked nice, right? Like he just died out of nowhere, you know. He just died out of nowhere. It was really sad, man. It was like, you know, my kids were crying and stuff like that.
Yeah, it can be really emotional and draining too.
Yeah, like, you gotta be ready for all this kind of stuff if you're trying to.
You guys do C-sections for the Bulldogs and Frenchies?
Yeah, we have done every time. Micro bullies too, C-sections only.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes people are like, sí, pero para pagar una cesárea. I think the dog can just have the puppies. And I'm like, it's more money, but it's less stress, in my opinion. Because to be seeing the female trying to push a puppy out every 45 minutes, I'm like, that's a lot. We went through it one time with our first pocket female. The vet we were going to wasn't educated in bullies. So she was like, we took her and she was like, nah, she's not even pregnant. I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, she's not pregnant. Like, all right. So she was outside in the backyard, and when I got home from work, I heard squealing. And I was like, what the fuck? And I ran down there. She had already had 3 puppies in the dirt. Because she wasn't pregnant, right? And so we rushed her upstairs, put her in a kiddie pool. I grabbed all of my mom's towels, even the new ones she had for la visita. I was like, fuck it. And we just had him, like, you know, it was just me and my brother Chris. Oh, Eddie was there too. And we were just helping her pull the puppies out. And that shit was stressful because one almost died, and we revived the puppy. And when we revived her, when she started finally like crying, we started crying because I was like, "No, mamas, we saved the puppy." And then it was that. But then we had one with a cleft palate, and we had never seen that before. And they were like, "Yeah, bro, he's not gonna."
Yeah, I never seen that before, to be honest.
Nah, damn, bro, you lucky.
Yeah, we have
hopefully you don't, because that cabrón, like, because the puppy comes out and like it wants to make it, but it's so hard for it to make it. And then since we didn't know anything, se le quedó un perrito atorado en la perra.
Wow.
And so I was like, why is the female so uncomfortable? But I didn't know anything. And then it turns out, I think like a little bit of it came out or something like that. The foot came out, and they called me and they're like, what do we do? And I'm like, just take the puppy out. And who took it out? Your mom. He ended up taking the puppy out, but yeah, the puppy was already like la bolsita que viene had already broken. So it had already died, you know. It had already been more than a day. And I remember he buried it in the backyard. That shit was sad. So
I did the same thing too with those puppies I was telling you about.
It hurts, right?
Yeah, it really hurts, man. It's like, it's not easy, you know.
It's not. But I feel like I like when people are like emotional in with the dogs, because like nothing against the people that aren't. Pero se me hacen como más money driven more than anything. When they're like,
for sure,
like, I'm gonna leave the dog there. If they make it, they make it. If they don't make it, fuck it, you know, like throw them out. And I'm like, that's kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah, it is, man. But you'd be surprised out there, you know. It's like, it's a little bit of everything, you know.
Definitely. So have you guys always had animals or mascotas around as kids?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? My grandma, she came probably like last year, right?
Yeah.
She came and, you know. Well, whenever she came and we told her, you know, we were going to start breeding dogs and stuff like that, her answer to us was like, oh, I'm not surprised you guys actually doing this, you know. Since you guys were little, you know, she remembers, like, us having a puppy and it was a pain in the butt, you know. It's like my grandma had to get rid of it, you know, give it to somebody else because it was too much work for her. And we were actually crying like, all day. So she remembers stuff like that, you know. So it's like my grandma was like, I'm not surprised, you know. You guys love dogs since you guys were little, you know. It's like, we always had
siempre hemos
love for
tenido
dogs.
animales, tortugas, pescado, everything, you know what I mean?
Well,
Pájaros.
Were you guys born here, or were you guys born here?
I was born in Salvador. Yeah.
Both of you?
Both of us, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sí.
Did you guys come the Latino way? ¿O se vinieron con permiso?
Así.
Así como todos,
Sí.
como la mayoría.
Yeah, a mí me tocó cruzar a los 4 años pues, de México para acá.
Okay.
But I was talking to Diego with one of my friends. Well, I consider him my friend. He probably doesn't consider me a friend. Romeo from El Salvador. And we were talking about that on the other podcast. And I was like, yeah, like, I feel like it was rough crossing from Mexico over here at 4. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I feel like I was pretty close. And when he was telling me about his crossing with El Salvador para acá, I feel like it's definitely harder.
Yeah.
Like, y'all go through more countries and shit, and like, and they said he was telling me that like immigration in Mexico is like worse than the one from over here. So it's definitely like, I feel like it's cool at the end of the day that like you guys went through the struggle, and now I can look back and be like, damn, like ahora tenemos esto, like valió la pena, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, so it's cool, and that's why I like having where I look for Hispanic breeders just to give them like that, I mean, a platform and to give that story, because like a lot of the breeders that maybe are born here already, it's a little different. Everybody has a struggle, pero yo conecto con la gente que went through a similar struggle as me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because it's dope to be like, at the beginning it was hard, but now, boom, look, I got a dog that's worth this much. Exactly. My puppies are worth this much. Even at the beginning, like you were talking, like at the beginning, the puppies don't sell for that much.
Yeah.
It's like until you get that name. And so you said you had the name Mendez Bulldogs since 2017?
No, 2020.
2020?
That's when I made the Instagram page.
So you guys have literally like came up like a motherfucker, bro, because y'all got like over 8K followers, right?
Yeah,
I was looking at the page and I was like, holy shit, like how come I don't know who they are? Like, so like it's been dope. So who like, ¿con cuál breeds han vendido más? O sea, no la conoce. Well, I mean, given the fact that you guys are called Mendez Bulldogs, has it been Bulldogs the main thing, the main push?
Like I told you earlier, like, our first investment was actually Luna English Bulldog, and then the second one was Canelo, my stud right there. And like I was trying to tell you earlier, in 2020, once I saw that litter, we made up our mind, we were talking and we decided like, hey, bro, if we're going to do this, we want to go straight to the top, straight to the top. I'm not going to lie to people and tell them I'm at the top right now, but shit, we working, it's like we were never afraid to invest. Like you seen my dogs and stuff like that, it's like, that's what we decided to do, it's like just spend our money, invest our money with quality dogs, it's like, that's what we're here for,
Definitely. Remember, that's dope, man. Get you going. And I really like también when it's like, when a camp's like family based.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can see the love, like the teamwork and everything, the love behind the dogs. And because I feel like we were talking about, like, it would be hard to do it without like your family backing you up. I think I've asked plenty of breeders, like, how important is it to you that your family backs you up on the breeding thing? And they're like, man, I don't think I would be able to do it without the family.
Yeah, it's really tough. You try to do it by yourself, no way. It's like really hard,
I mean, from the whelping. Well, let's get even simpler. Just simply taking the dogs out and cleaning up pee and poop and feeding them every day. I mean, ese es un compromiso, right?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, because the dog can't be like, oh, you don't feel like waking up early today? It's cool, right? Like, el perro tiene que salir a hacer del baño, el perro tiene que comer. So I think just that is a big compromise to begin with. And then agrégale, if you're doing stud services for people, they're calling you. Agrégale,
be on point waiting for that text or phone call, whatever,
And then like agrégale también, the whelping or the female when it comes in heat.
Yeah.
You gotta be monitoring que día, que the progesterone test and all that. And it's definitely crazy. You guys got like a good vet y'all use around here that y'all?
Yeah, we actually go over there. It's in Alpharetta.
Okay.
Hamby Road.
I think I've heard of that one before, right? ¿Quién nos mandó para allá? Was it Doug or Miguel? Doug? Yeah, because I feel like there's a lot of vets out there who are like, and I call them city vets, that they don't really like the whole breeding thing.
Yeah.
You take them and they're like, you want to fix it? I'm like, no.
You got to tell them right away.
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't want to fix the dog. Like, and they're always like, oh, well, your dogs are gonna end up in shelters, and I'm like, I don't know who you've been talking to, because my dogs don't end up in shelters. I don't know somebody that spends over $4,000 a dog, and then it's like, a la perrera. You know what I mean? And I'm super picky whenever like I'm gonna sell to somebody. I don't know if you guys do it. Like, cause alguien te manda un mensaje through social media, kind of like go through their page and see like what they like.
Yeah, where she going, where the puppy going and stuff like that.
Yeah, I be profiling like a motherfucker, bro. Honestly, I was telling Miles from No Limit, I was like, nah, man. Like, I be looking through their pages, and like if the first thing I see is like a table full of drugs or like guns, I'm like, Like, I'm sorry.
Red flag right
see, because like to me the priority is that the dog goes to a good home.
Yeah,
like
for
you can
sure.
come at me with the money, but if you're not gonna offer it a quality life after it leaves my house, like it's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
And have you guys ever had what we're going through this cuando la perra entra como en un split heat?
We haven't gone through that yet.
Fuck, bro. It's horrible. Like la perra entra en celo, right? Entra en celo, she gets swollen, starts bleeding, and you're like, okay, you go get her progesterone tested. And it's like, okay, the first day, okay, 1. Okay, cool. And llegas a los 6 días, you think it spiked 1, and it stays in 1, bro. Y a veces llegan a ovulation, but a veces no, they just stay there.
Oh yeah.
And like you try to breed it, obviously it's not gonna breed. So then, now that I realize, you guys still have some shit to go through, man. Like,
We might not even go through, but who knows?
I mean, hopefully not.
Yeah, because I mean, I heard it's a
Yeah,
pain.
because a nosotros nos da todo temprano, pues desde el cleft palate, desde the puppy fading syndrome, when the puppies just start dying.
Yeah.
And then the split heats, bro, it's a pain in the ass, bro, honestly.
We haven't gone through that yet, but we'll see.
So what made you guys decide to get the Rey La Reina and stuff on the logo?
You know, because we have the name is Mendez Bulldog, you know, ATL. So we just want to put some stuff from Atlanta, you know.
I was telling my brother that most of the people that put something from Atlanta is usually like, I don't know, like something basic. Give me something basic from Atlanta, Chris. Like like the typical skyline.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know, like the old football stadium, something like that. And so I like the fact that it's different because like when I got my tattoo, I was like, quiero Mexico y Atlanta, and they were giving me something basic from Atlanta, and I was like, no, I want something different that nobody uses. And I got the same thing. I got the Queen and the King and the Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like totally different.
Yeah, I mean, I try my best to give the guys some ideas so he can.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy with.
Yeah, it looks really good, bro. Yeah. Like, se ve bien profesional.
You can see our puppies right there, really small. Like, you know, the micro bully Reina. She's small, and
so,
Chloe
yeah,
too.
right?
Yeah, because I was like in 2020 when we made her.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Esa Frenchie, ¿quién es?
Chloe.
Is that the one you had
Yeah,
here?
that's the one over here, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she's the one.
So, do you guys have your the male English Bulldog like open for stud service right now?
Yeah, he's available for stud service.
Y también el Frenchie, right?
Yeah,
the Merle one?
baby cookies. Yeah.
Yeah, that dog is hard.
We
bro.
brought him over here like about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, see?
Yeah, went to Cali. Yeah, picked him
Damn.
up. Yeah.
So, do you guys like buying a lot from the West Coast?
To be honest, we're not planning on buying anything right now. This opportunity just popped up, you know.
Oh, okay.
Our boy Nice Frenchies hit me up, you know, with this opportunity. I spoke to my brother and he said, let's go.
Okay.
You know, so, you know, Baby Cookie, he was produced, you know, by Designer Bulls from the UK. And then he did a little co-own with my boy Nice. And then Nice hit me up, you know, about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks. And he hit me up if I want to do a co-own with Baby Cookies. And I was like, yeah, I'm down, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Una oportunidad así no sea todos los días.
Yeah, we were not expecting to,
Definitely not.
you know, drop some cash like that. We were like, hey, you know, we're ready, you know. Like I told you earlier, we're not afraid to invest our money. You know, just
Definitely not.
Definitely.
do our little homework. That's about it.
So, who are some breeders or camps out there that have been like an inspiration to you guys? That you could say like, oh, I look up to this camp, like me gusta lo que hacen.
I mean, there's a lot of them. You know, there's a lot.
Like,
of
give me like
people.
top 3.
Top 3.
Es que no se ve como media hora going like, oh, este.
No, I mean, no lie. Like, you know, I give a lot of respect to Diego, you know, Designer Bulls from the UK, and then the Bully Camp line as well. You
Yeah,
know.
everybody names Jorge, bro. That motherfucker something
He stays working every day.
Every day.
Every
He does some
single
crazy
day.
shit, man.
Yeah, man, that's goals. And number 3, you want to help with number 3?
Todos los demás van a decir, damn, I wasn't there.
Nah, it's like, you know,
It's just whoever's coming to his mind right now. It's not personal.
yeah,
It's for
nothing
content.
personal, man. Like I said, like, it's a lot of people out there, you know, doing it. You know, Kong Stack too, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. He's doing his thing too with them bullies, you know, that Sensei blood.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot on social media. Definitivamente, they stay working, bro.
Yeah,
Always.
24/7.
And I feel like to get to that point, like you literally can't have a life.
Yeah.
Like the dogs have to be your life.
Yeah.
If not, like te quedas atrás.
Yeah, pretty much. You gotta choose, you know.
So how do you guys feel about the whole fluffy wave going on? I've asked every breeder this, and like I think some dudes was like, I really don't fuck with the fluffies, and somebody was like, yeah, man, I want fluffies.
I mean, to be honest, we're on our way. You know, we have a fluffy carrier right now. She's actually
yeah?
sired by Baby Cookies.
Oh, nice.
You know, we're actually blessed with this female, you know, because she's a lilac and tan merle. She's AT-AT, and she carries cream, testable chocolate, and fluffy. So she's actually a new shade producer, carrying Fluffy. So we're super excited.
And y'all got like a fluffy stud in mind already?
She's only about to be 3 months. We have somebody in mind right now, but we're gonna wait a little bit to see what happens later on. But yeah, we're definitely gonna go with a full visual Fluffy.
That's dope.
Next year, yeah.
Yeah, es que le digo, pues no todos pa todos, right?
Yeah.
But like what I try to get people to do, and when I ask questions like this, and people are like, oh, I don't know, it's like I'm trying to normalize the fact that alguien pueda decir, este no es para mí. Because I feel like especially when we go to shows, everybody wants to please everybody.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like somebody's dog, like you know what I'm saying, it's like it's okay to say I don't really like the dog. And like it's not personal, you know what I'm saying? Like si alguien me dice, ¿sabes qué? Your stud's cool, pero it's not for me. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Like I understand my vision is not your vision is not somebody else's vision. You know, and so yeah, that's pretty much it. Y con los Bulldogs, bro, is it complicated breeding Bulldogs? Just because I've heard so many like, aunque los Bulldogs tienen como like a lot of like issues. They tell me the same thing about my bullies, so but I've never had Bulldogs. So is it like harder breeding Bulldogs than the bullies and the Frenchies?
Just a little bit more, because you already know if you're gonna have English Bulldogs, then you should know already that they're really stubborn. It's like they do what they want,
what the fuck they want,
stuff like that
all the time.
So when it's like time to nurse the puppies, she would just move around. So you got to be literally on top of them. Make sure the mom doesn't go over the puppies while they're nursing. Because she wouldn't care.
Yeah, no, está pesadita.
Sí. So little things like that. A little extra work, but I wouldn't say really, really complicated. Just a little bit more work, pretty much.
So like for like a beginner breeder, you say like Bulldog's probably not the move.
I mean, it's really up to you. Like it's up to the people trying to do it. Like we like.
Claro, si te gusta,
just go for it.
Just know it's gonna be it's gonna be more work than what you think.
Yeah, but it's not really scary though.
Right.
It's not.
So like to pull the Bulldog, is it harder? Like when you're gonna do the breeding?
I learned with him, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So,
pues entonces te va a ser más fácil todo lo demás. I feel like since they're heavier and shit, I don't know.
Yeah, but to me it wasn't really hard. Yeah, but whenever we have a breeding, we go to the vet and he pulls out.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Because the people always do a TCI or surgical and stuff like that.
Yeah. TCI is the one they do like with little maquinita.
Little camera.
Yeah. I'm trying to get on doing those because like I don't know, like the AI is cool, pero siento como que el TCI is like more accurate. But it's not. I feel like since they don't have to cut the female.
Yeah, it's way better. You actually the place that I was telling you about, Hamby Road. We actually had 4 TCIs there, and they all took.
Todos pegaron. Yeah. You do the progesterones there too?
Yeah, everything, and the C-sections too. Everything went well, and out of 4 of them, 2 of them, it was ship semen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we decided to go with TCI. We were trying to do surgical, but I was like, nah, it's not really worth this and that. He really talked me out, and we decided to go with TCI, and she took with ship semen from Cali.
We're gonna have to hit up that vet. Nos vamos a uno. ¿Dónde está? Conyers? No. Covington. Está para arriba, para el norte.
Budget or something?
No, se llama Countryside.
Oh, Countryside. Oh, yeah.
We go there just because that's the first vet we went to. And I mean, Dr. Fuller, he's pretty cool. Like at least he's been like really available to me whenever I needed him. Like whenever me tocó like un sábado, and he was off. No, Sunday, and he was off. And the dude made the drive, and he helped me deliver the puppies. These are the C-section and everything. Pero I've never gone to another vet, but I've always felt like I need like a plan B just in case.
Yeah, just
like
in case.
Dr. Fuller goes like on vacation. What am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
it's always a plan B.
So what's the vision for the camp, bro? Ponle 5 años en el futuro. What's your vision? What's something that you're like, this is what I want to accomplish?
I mean, my number one goal to accomplish is you just already saw my dogs, all the different type of breeds I have.
Yeah.
So my goal would be to produce my own studs. For example, like, Frenchies, English Bulldogs, the mini Bulldogs too, micro bullies and exotic bullies as well. Have different studs for everybody.
Definitely.
That's my goal, and I see it. I will make it happen. Give me some time. We'll make it happen.
Well, I feel like you guys are very well on your way, man. Si apenas lleva la página desde el 2020.
Yeah, 2 years. Like we're so grateful. We really, thankful with the followers and stuff like that. I actually have some followers who I sold the first litter, the one that I was telling you about, the first UKC register. I still, some people follow me, and from time to time, they send me a message, be like, yo, I see where you go, and appreciate, congrats, and stuff like that. Like, they looking up to us, and I appreciate those people. It was like our first clients. Yeah, man, it means a lot to us. People, following us and stuff like that.
And Miles was telling me from No Limit que you're going to be judges at the show on the 30th,
right? Oh, yeah, July 30th.
Is it your first time?
Yeah, first time.
Oh, shit. The pressure's on, man.
Yeah, but I'm excited to do it. Like I said, I'm here to do whatever I got to do,
So, since you're going to be judging English Bulldogs, la gente que está viendo que chanza, they'll be at the show. What is it that they're going to be looking for in English Bulldogs? Like, what to judge?
You got to go with the structure, too. You got to go with the big rope, too, as well. Like, it's like little things like that. In my opinion, like, English Bulldogs shouldn't have, like, little long tail. Shouldn't be like that. It's like rows 2 on the face. It's like, that makes the English Bulldog, in my opinion, And, of course, color comes last. It's like a little extra bonus.
Right. Sí, es lo que estábamos platicando porque, like, there's some shows where all they do is they just stack them on a table, and it's like, oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
But Miles was like, no, I want to see them walk. I want to make sure that they can walk, that they have good structure and everything. Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool. It's something different, something exciting, because I've been to some shows, no sé si les ha pasado, que, like, we'll go to shows and we see dogs on social media, oh, dude, that dog looks so hard. And we get to the show, and I'm like, ooh. Like, it's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, way off.
Right? Did that happen, or has it not happened?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
From time to time.
Yeah, so I feel like that's why it's also important to be out and about. And the shows, if you're going to buy a puppy, or if you're going to use a stud, I feel like it's always good to be able to see him in person, if you can, right?
Yeah.
Because I guess it's like, you don't get what you pay for sometimes if you don't do your research. And then there's like a lot of people on social media that be getting scammed, and they get sketched out whenever they buy from a breeder or whatever. So what can a future customer that might be watching expect from you guys with customer service wise? Like, the first thing that they contact you, what can they expect? Like, video chat, everything. ¿Qué le ofrecen a la gente para hacerlo sentir que it's okay, we're not going to scam you out of the money?
What I tell people right away is that, I don't have that happening to me now.
Yeah.
Because, you see my page, I have videos, me selling, puppies to people, stuff like that. But if it ever happens, I would just tell them this one thing, be like, because to reserve a puppy is $1,000, right? Mm-hmm. At least that's what I charge, deposit $1,000. I would just tell them, like, I'm not going to, kill my page, over $1,000. Like, there's a lot of money to be made in this business, and $1,000 is not worth it.
It is not worth it.
Not at all, man. Yeah. I actually, some female back then when I dropped my first litter that I told you, when I just made my page, of course, like I'm telling you, I just made my page. I had probably like about 5 followers and stuff like that. So she told me that. She's like, oh, no, you just want to take my money, But it was my first litter, and it had pictures of the mom and the dad and a few pictures of the puppy.
People
it's kind of understandable, but at the same time, she could have just, hey, give me your number, can we meet up, somewhere at a public spot or something. But she just decided to tell me like that, and I was like, whatever.
Like, nah, chido.
Yeah, but like I said, that was like when my page was brand new. So it's kind of understandable. But now that doesn't happen. People see, like, like I said, my page, I have a lot of pictures, and they can see all the way back on when we started in 2020, what we started with, like not planning to delete no pictures, none of that. If somebody wants to come to our page, they can clearly see where we started and where we at, It's cool.
Full transparency.
Yeah.
See,
well, I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna just delete like the pictures from 2020. Just like have the latest pictures.
Right.
Like,
it's cool to see the full resume.
Yeah.
That's what social media does, right? The full resume.
So I guess people feel comfortable when they come to our page and they drop a little deposit on the puppy. They feel comfortable.
Yeah. Well, when I came across your page and I saw it, like the first thing I saw was like the quality of the dogs, the fact that you guys were on camera and shit. And I was like, damn, these dudes look like they're putting in fucking work. Like, I want to get to know who they are. And for people who don't know who they are, you know, get you some more exposure out there. I feel like people are gonna know you more, especially after the show. I feel like that shit's gonna be lit. And then being a judge.
Yeah, I told you.
Are you ready for somebody to be like, hey, bro, my dog was better. Que pedo?
That's the thing, man. I'm even ready for the negative comments on this video too. Like, you know, there's haters everywhere. I mean, we're ready for that. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
You guys ever encounter hate in your short time of being breeders? It's like, no.
What would you say now, right? No, not yet. All of our posts, every time we post something, it never gets taken down. Nothing, but like I said, we tried our best to.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend
away.
definitely just ignore that shit.
Yeah,
I feel like whenever
stay away from there.
Yeah, like I've gotten some stuff on my YouTube channel and stuff, and like I literally just ignore it. I'll even delete the comment because I'm like, what is this? It's not worth it. I know some breeders who like, say, can le comenta like, oh man, your dog's ugly. Like, nah, man, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you don't want to fall into that, you know, because it's too immature.
There's always, you know, someone out there looking for something negative to say. So, you know, I ain't tripping about that.
No, that's good, man. Yeah. That's something good. And then also, like, you guys seem like really, really fucking humble, bro. Like, eso, like, I like that because I've met some breeders y ya desde que les hablas, ya como que like they're looking down on me. Like they're letting me know that they're better. Like, even though I know they're better, it's like, you don't gotta act like that, man.
Yeah.
And no, se ve la humildad, se ve el cariño que tienen los perros. So I definitely think that's like a big key factor of your guys' fast success. Síganle igual, bro. Síganle igual como están haciéndole. I hope your page fucking grows, like, you know, with something after the episode. Igual en el show. We'll see you guys there because I'm going to try to stop there for a little bit.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Is there anything that you guys have going on? I don't know, litters, puppies, anything that you guys want to let the people know?
I mean, actually, like, you know, from right now until like next year, like March, we're expecting a little bit of everything. Like, you know, we probably start with micro bullies right now. And then, you know, English Bulldogs, probably like 2-3 litters, right?
2-3 litters.
And then more Frenchies and exotic bullies too. I have my TJ daughter, direct daughter, you know, Big Twig's granddaughter.
Oh, she's hard, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's the best Merle female I've ever seen.
Appreciate
no
it.
lie, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and that's the thing that you were saying earlier about, like, you know, you have to see the stud in person and stuff like that. And we're actually probably gonna think about doing, you know, actually flying, you know, to see a dog in person because we want to make sure we give whatever we're looking for this
Hell
puppies,
yeah,
you know.
man.
It's like,
no, it's definitely worth it. I drove up to Kansas City to see a dog named Punch from Toy Bullies.
I know.
And I did my first episode with him.
Oh, yeah?
With Alonso,
Cool.
yeah. Shout outs to compa Alonso. And I went up there and I don't know, I was like I knew I like Punch, but I was still kind of like, damn, y si no me gusta en persona?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what if his feet look weird? What if he can't walk? Bro, he brought him out. Motherfucker was jumping around. He was ready to go. My female, I was like, calm down, bro. Like, she's not even in heat yet. So yeah, it's definitely worth it to go see in person, bro.
yeah, we actually thinking about doing something like that from now on. It's like, you know, we have a little bit more time, you know. I'm not really working right now, so, you know, I spend more time with my dogs and my business. So
that's already a lot of work.
Yeah.
Just the dog.
So, you know, we're going to try to make it better and better every time. So that's what we're here for. But yeah, expect a lot of litters in the next few months.
And if
everything goes as planned, a lot of litters.
And to stay up to date with everything that's going on, just Instagram, you got other pages too.
We have Facebook too, Mendez Bullies _ATL.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's about it. Right?
And then the Instagram is?
And then the Instagram, Mendez Bulldogs _ATL.
All right, well, I'm going to leave pictures right here of the pages. También those links in the bottom. It's been fun, man. Thank you guys for having me at your house.
Not a problem. Thank you for coming by, man.
It was nice meeting you guys. You guys, like I said, y'all seem really cool as fuck. Entonces, definitivamente les recomiendo si quieren Frenchies, Exotics, English Bulldogs. This is the place to come. Hit them up. Aquí voy a dejar su información. Y'all can just, you know, I guess DM you guys directly. Ya ustedes se encargan de todo. And if y'all want to meet them, you guys are going to be at the show.
Yeah, July 30th.
You're going to have a booth too and everything?
Yeah, we got a booth.
All right, so if y'all want to see the dogs in person, I definitely recommend to see the dogs in person. Tan con madre los perros. So definitely expect to see us there. And again, thank you guys for everything. Make sure to subscribe, follow the channel, follow their pages. And that's it for today. This is Flores Bullies, the podcast.